Today I'm going to completely break down those mini polymer clay cutters, also known as the mini cookie cutters that a lot of you guys like to call it, and I think that's better. I'm going to use whitest white. I'm just going to get started. This is kind of a different YouTube video from other people. I don't have an intro, I just want to get started, you know. Okay, dip your brush in your liquid. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Get your bead. I'm going to zoom in. Zoom. Move this out of the way. And then I'm going to apply my white. You want to apply it kind of thick because a lot of it's going to get drilled down. I'm going to try to not use too many beads, but it looks like I need another bead. That's okay. Wipe, wipe. Oops, I'm going to bring this over. Okay, I'm going to get my liquid. All right, there's my bead of white. Make that apex. Okay, move this over again. I want you guys to see everything, but I have to zoom in, and when I zoom in, I can't really show you all the details, so I'm going to do my best to forget the rest. Okay, wipe that down, get a little bit more liquid. Trying to do this really fast. We don't want to be here for an hour. Okay, so it's kind of wonky actually. We don't want a wonky nail. So we still want this to stay wet. We don't want it drippy. We don't want it too firm. You want it to look dry on the top, but not shiny. Does that make any sense? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to move these over. I'm going to bring this to you so you can see it. Well, let's zoom out. And let's choose something. What do we want to choose? I don't really like those giant ones. I'm going to link everything below, but unfortunately, a lot of them get, you know, where it says currently unavailable. That happens a lot. I don't know what I'm going to choose. I've done stars so many times. Although stars are so fun. I feel like mushrooms are really popular right now. Look how cute he is, little mushroom. I'm going to bring over the white that I just used. I'm going to take my mushroom and I'm going to dip it in the product. This is like dusting your cookie roller, cookie dough pin. What are they called? You know what they're called. So I already dipped it, and now I'm going to put it right into the acrylic with my shaky hands. Push down real nice and firm. Rock it just a little bit, not a lot. And then lift up. That's your little mushroom. Do we want others? There's so many Halloween designs in here, but that's not the season. Oh, let's just do a star. I'm gonna dip it in my white. Push it down. This one's dyed from other acrylic that I've used. Rock very slightly, so slightly, rock it. And then lift up. That's fine. Let's just do more mushrooms because this is drying really fast and we really can't take too much time deciding what we're going to use because once it's cured, it is cured. Rock it back and forth a little bit, especially on the sides there. You want to give it kind of a little rock, extra rock on the side. Let's do another star. That way it's not just mushrooms. These are going to be so cute. Okay, I think that's great. Okay, I'm going to take my lid and put the lid back on. Put this back in, close it. We are done with this. Put it to the side. Now that we have our indentions, we're going to choose our acrylic colors, but I don't know what acrylic colors to choose. Turquoise blue, caution. Let's show you the inside. Wow. and Life's a Peach, all Prisma powders. Okay, we're going to take all 3 of those and this, and now I'm going to take a little bit of our, can I bring in my liquid over here? Bring in a little bit of liquid, and I'm just going to lightly apply some of the liquid. This kind of lets everything drip down into those creases. This isn't always necessary to do it this way, but I feel like it works. You don't want to do it too much because, well, you just don't want to. I don't want to. Okay, take a little bit of your liquid and just a little tiny bit of one color and just swipe it randomly everywhere. I'm doing this tie-dye effect because this is kind of a psychedelic looking design, so I'm kind of going with that theme. Also, I just love tie-dye. If you know, you know. The peach color, which is like so neon. Do a little bit more somewhere. Right here, right here. And then I'm going to finish off with yellow. Your last color can actually get a little messier. It doesn't have to be as precise, because since you already have the color underneath, it's all going to drill off and reveal itself in the end. Wipe just a little bit off. Alrighty. You do have to let this dry all the way. So while that's drying, I'm going to put everything off to the side and close everything, because we're going to use our e-file to drill this off once it's dry. Okay, I'm going to take my electric file and I am going, you can do this with a hand file. I mean, you know, like a regular grit hand file. But this is way easier for me. And carefully drill off the top layer. Keep going, being careful not to over drill. There is such thing as over drilling. And if I over drill, I'll show you where that happened. Clients love this design. They think it's so fun, and so do I. Now, when I'm doing a client, if I feel like I'm drilling too much product off of the nail and there's not much, whoops, of an apex, then I will take some clear acrylic and just create that structure for that nail. And then you just do the nails as normal. Is that green? We didn't even use green. That's fun. I love it when that happens. Okay, see how on the side there, I kind of over drilled a little. I'm a little heavy handed on the right side, I've learned. So I try to be really extra cautious when doing clients. Okay, now let's apply some top coat. Well, I mean, if you're doing a client, of course, you'd want to do the normal stuff that you would typically do when you're done creating your acrylic nail. I'm going to dust this off. I'm going to take my I'm Not Tacky Tack-Free Top Coat by Tammy Taylor and apply a coat of the gel top coat. And cure this for 60 seconds. That's it. That's all you need to do for this design. I find it relatively easy. Maybe there's easier ways for you to do it, but I'm just really not great at outlining nail art. My hands are just like ultra shaky all the time, and I find this to be like a total hack for nail art. Here is another hack. Have you seen me use these fabric mesh? I just got these from Joann's Fabrics. Joann's is going out of business, I guess, but you can still get them at Michael's, and you can also still get them on Amazon. I'll try to link it below, but you may not get the exact one, although the one on Amazon does look a lot like this. So I'll show you how to do it. Again, using lightest white. I'm gonna get my liquid and my white, and I'm just gonna, whoop, what did I do that for? Okay, dip your brush in your liquid. I'm just gonna zoom in for this one. Okay, I got my bead. And you want this to be, you do want this to be thick, so I'm gonna do double bead, then form my nail. Just overlaying the nail with the white as evenly as you can. It does not have to be perfect because you're about to squish this all up. Once you have your overlay, you don't want this to be shiny. You don't want this to be totally wet. So we'll just, if you just want to, you can just blow on it. So this is the white we just used, and you want to dip this in the white acrylic, move it over, and it's still too shiny. Just blowing on it a little bit. And once you kind of see how it mattifies, carefully squish that into the acrylic. This might be a little too wet. I'm going to show you the side. And then gently peel it away from the nail. If you see those, just leave it alone. It adds character. And if it's starting to melt together like that, it's because I did it too early. It wasn't dry enough. But I'm going to continue straight. I'm going to fill it with different colors this time. This is hot green neon, pink flamingo, and I don't know. That word, lime, it's like so neon. I love this one. Okay, let's bring this over. And then dip your brush in your liquid. And then make a bead. And you can apply it randomly. You can even do like an ombre effect, but kind of like the random design. A little bit of that, a little bit of this, and a little bit of that. So that. Do some more pink. You can do as many colors as you want. Do just one color if you want. Black even looks kind of cool. Make sure everything is like tucked in, because remember how we had those little spikes? You want to make sure that your beads of acrylic really melt into those spikes. And then see right here, right there. Oh, I don't know if you can see. It's gonna throw a little bit of acrylic right there. And right there. Okay. This needs to dry 100%. Is this dry yet? Let's check. That is not dry. That sounds like I'm flicking a marshmallow. That does not sound good. It sounds like I'm tapping a marshmallow. That also doesn't sound good. Okay, we're back. And I'm tapping it. I'll show you behind you where the microphone is. That's a much better sound. We like that sound. I'm going to take the electric file and carefully file away this extra layer. On a client, of course, you probably don't want to press as hard. This is probably usually how I would do it. Little etches. Look how cool that's turning out. You can drill as much as you want or as little as you want, but in the beginning it always tends to look like chewed up gum. I've created designs where only a little bit of the French part was revealed, which was kind of cool. I think I need a new nail bit. As per usual when doing a client, I'm not going to go into full detail mode. This is just a sample, but and buff it and dust it off. Take your favorite top coat. This is my favorite top coat. I'm Not Tacky, Tack-Free Top Coat by Tammy Taylor Nails. And apply your gel top coat. Cure for 60 seconds. Don't forget the free edge. Look at how cool it looks in the lamp. All right, this is what they look like. That was so fun. I love these. Makes nail art so much easier. Okay, don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell, like, share with your friends, and thank you for watching.